That's what's gonna happen. The Most High gonna draw us together, like Voltron, man. Ain't gonna be no separatism because the Lord gonna use the white to bring hell on all the tribes. You're gonna have no other choice than to come back to the Father. Read.
And from Egypt.
And from Egypt, because you got a lot of blacks scattered in Egypt. Remember, during time of, there's black that went to Egypt during time of Alexander the Great. Okay, Alexander the Great was the first king of the Greeks. He was a white man. Okay, he ruled Greek for 12 years. Okay, so you got a lot of blacks scattered up into Egypt during time of Alexander the Great. All right.
And from Patros.
And from Patros. Patros is a place in Upper Egypt. Okay, go ahead.
And from Cush.
And from Cush, which is what? Ethiopia. Okay? Read.
And from Elam.
Elam, which is what? Persia. Persia. Elam known today as the Persian. The Persian, they're known today as the East Indian. You know those people in India? Those came from the seed of Persia. Elam, okay?
And from Shinar.
And from Shinar, which is ancient Babylon. Ancient Babylon is today? Ancient Babylon known today as in Iraq, okay? That's ancient Babylon, okay? Go ahead.
And from Hamas.
And from Hamas, right?
And from the islands of the sea.
So when they say islands of the sea, mean the Caribbean, okay? There are history books out there. The Bible not gonna tell us the Caribbean, but there's history books out there that shows you the island of the sea is talking about the Caribbean. And if you go into the Greek and the Hebrew, it shows you it's the Caribbean. Island is a place that's surrounded by water. That's the island, okay? Where the waters is surrounded by the island surrounded by water. You got the trees and so forth. Those are islands, okay?
And he shall set up an ensign.
And the Bible says, listen, they set up an ensign. You know the ensign? This right here. It's a sign. See the sign? That's the inside, okay? With all the tribes. From Judah all the way down to Mexico. Those are the inside the Lord says he's going to set up, okay? So we can know who these tribes are, right?
For the nation.
For the nation, which is the 12 tribes. Go ahead.
And shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
See, I shall assemble. When you assemble something, we do. You gather, right? He's going to gather the 12 tribes because our people are scattered all over the world. All over the world, black people and Hispanic are scattered. Okay, I'm going to show you some icon where black was scattered all over the world. And they paid image of themselves back in ancient times. Okay? Now,
and gathered together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
So when it said the Bible said, as gathered together the dispersed of Judah, meaning the children of Israel from the four corners of the earth. Okay? This is a book called The Man Who Changed the Map, right? Very good book. The Man Who Changed the Map. Very good book. There's a guy by the name of Attila the Hun. Attila the Huns, they were dark-skinned people. I'm going to show it to you right here. Now, you see the shield of David? The Huns fought with the shield of David. Look, see? When they go to war, they fought with the shield of David. See the Huns, right? They fought with the shield of David. And this book tells the men were black. We got other book. I tell you the Huns.
Where's the shield of David?
Right here. The shield of David. So you got a lot of dumb ignorant people on TV saying the shield of David, you're not supposed to wear that. You got Nathaniel God, that idiots teaching people that the shield of David is not supposed to be there. That's a lie. You see what I'm saying?
When you read the book of Numbers, each tribe had a standard.
Exactly.
Dan's standard, the tribe of Dan's standard was a serpent.
Right. Exactly.
Now why wouldn't Dan? Why would that wouldn't be evil?
Exactly.
In a lot of places of witchcraft, the serpent is considered something evil.
Right.
The tribe of Dan, one of the Lord's chosen, had the serpent. So how could that be evil?
Exactly. And also, what the brother said, also, when you look at the grave of all the great king and queen of Scotland that were buried, they buried the grave, they have a symbol of the shield of David on their grave. All the king and queen of Scotland. You can see the Huns, I tell you the Huns, they're dark skinned. And you can see a white woman right here on a horse. You see? They got a white woman on a horse as slaves. The Huns, they were black people. And the word Huns means slaves. The Chinese call them slaves because that's why they built the Great Wall of China. To keep out the Huns, because the Huns were terrorizing them. And the Great Wall of China at that time when they were ruling were black. We got black that was ruling China one time. We can prove in the Bible. Black people that was ruling China one time. So the Huns are dark-skinned people. We got, this is one information, right? We got other books proving the Huns is black. It's a book called Attila. And the subtitle is called Attila. The subtitle is called The Barbarian King who challenged Rome. They were black people. Attila by John Mann. These are white scholars shows you the Huns, they were dark-skinned people, dark-skinned men. Attila the Hun, they were black people. I'm gonna show you right here on page 173. So there's no one could come out and saying that the shield of David is inaccurate. It's real. The shield of David is accurate, but you got a lot of ignorant people, Israel United in Christ, teaching that crap, saying that the shield of David is inaccurate. He's the only fool who's teaching that. You don't see no other school teaching that crap.
GOCC.
You see what I'm saying? In GOCC. You see? So now, this is page 173, right? We said, it is at the point that Priscus described him, which is Attila, him that the word that survived secondhand in the account left by the Gothic historian Jordanes. The word quoted in the precious chapter painted and portrayed of the little man with a haughty gait, right? The small eye here and there, the broad chest, the long head, the thin beard, thick, gray, snub, and the dark complexion, which is the Huns. They were dark-skinned people. They'll show you right here that they were black people, the Huns. But they used to terrorize Europe. Okay? Then we got icon. We got icon right here. We got icon. This is a book right here called The Annunciation Cathedral of the Moscow Kremlins. Shows you black image of black people up in Europe. Black kings and queens. When I say black, I'm talking about Hispanic also, because they're black people, right? But it's called The Annunciation Cathedral of the Moscow Kremlin. You got it up? Shows you these were kings and queens of Europe. You see? But the white man, what it does, it stores your history. And call you niggers, monkeys, and so forth, and store all your history, and then plagiarize history. These are black people from Europe. When you read about the Moscow Kremlins and stuff, they were black people. The Moscow Kremlins were like castles that were built by black people up in Russia. Okay, up in Russia, right? These were dark-skinned people. We got many more icons. Shows you all these people are dark-skinned. Look at the two angels, black. See, just like black and Hispanic, same color. See, they were dark-skinned people. If you go on YouTube right now, try to get this book on eBay, they want $700 for these books. There's a book called The Russian Icon. I remember I paid $25 for that book. You know what the book cost now? $1,700. You can Google it. $1,700. How the hell they know? Because they know black people is the one. These were black people, so they don't want me to behave to afford the book. So they jack up the price. You see? So these books are very good book to read, man. The word icon means painted. See? Dark-skin image of black people, man. Look. See? Christ. Dark-skinned people. There's many more information in these books. They were black people. But what happened is there was a king by the name of Frederick III. In history, he known as Frederick the Handsome. Frederick the Handsome was a Hebrew. We'd be a Puerto Ricans. You heard of Frederick III? All those were kings, great German kings of the black people. They call it the Frederick the Handsome. We got books showing the man was black. Okay, we got Henry III. They say he was so dark. They look at it, burned him. That's how dark he was. He was named Henry III. They were dark-skinned people. But the white man got teaching these things because he wanted to keep us ignorant. Okay? We got many more information right here, man. Of these dark-skinned